Everybody, Mr. Klein here. I am going to teach you some calculator skills today. Let's start with this right here. The problem asks us to find the zeros of this function using our calculator. And so what I've done is I've typed it in under y1. I'd like you to pause the video and do the same. And once you've got it in there, let's keep in mind that one of the challenges is going to be figuring out where the zeros are, right? We can't necessarily look at the function and know. I always like to start by doing this. The zoom button will set a window for you. So I'm going to hit zoom, and then I'm going to hit Z standard. And what Z standard is going to do is it is going to give us a window that looks just like what you see right here. X is going to go from -10 to 10. Y is going to go from -10 to 10. There's our function. Now I see a 0 right there. And let me show you how to find that. So it's here under the calc menu. So you're going to hit second, calc, and then there's going to be an option called 0. So let's hit enter. And it's going to ask us for a left bound, and then for a right bound, and then for a guess. And the reason that it's doing that is there may be more than one 0 to the function, and it's not sure which one you're looking for. In the case of this one, I can see that our 0 is somewhere between 0 and 1. So I'm going to say that my left bound is at 0. And then it's going to prompt me for a right bound. I'm going to say that the right bound is going to be 1. And you notice that now we've got these two triangles, and they're marking the boundaries. Our 0 is between those two values. Once it says guess, you just go ahead and hit enter. And then it will tell you that our 0 is right here at x is equal to 0.4911, and so on, so on, so on. Your y value should always either be 0 or something that is very, 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 very close to 0. Now, we do have an issue, and that's that we know that this is a fourth degree polynomial, which means that it goes down. It's going to have to come back up. And so this graph that we're looking at right here can't be the whole thing. So where is the other 0? Is it over here to the right, or is it to the left, or is it over here to the right? Well, what I like to do is use the table to look for the other 0. If you go to table set right here, let's set it up so that we're starting at 0, and we're going to move by an interval of 1, and both the independent and dependent should be set to auto. Then you're going to hit second table, and it's going to give you the y values that are associated with each one of the x values. You'll notice that we go from a positive number to a negative number between 0 and 1, and that tracks with what we just found, that there was a 0 between 0 and 1. So let's look at for where there's another sign change. I'm going to guess that it's to the right. So I see the numbers decreasing and then increasing again. And right here between 20 and 21, you can see that there's a sign change. That means that the 0 must be between those two values. So I'm going to go back here to window, and I'm going to change the window. Specifically, I'm going to change the window so that the x maximum is bigger than 21. So we'll say, let's go 30. And then I'm going to go ahead and graph again. There's our first 0. There's our second. And we can find this second one by saying calc 0. I know that you are smaller than 20 and bigger than 21. And there's your value. Your value is 20.158. Okay. One more thing I should mention. Take a look at the y value. Notice that that does not say 0. There's a reason for that. It's because of the rounding error in the calculator. This number, 8.48 times 10 to the negative ninth power, is like 0.00000008. So it's really, really, really close to 0. Close enough that it counts. Okay, so now you know how to find zeros.